Hello and welcome to Enfoque channel. I am Fausto Botelho, and here we use our experience in technical analysis and try to extract logical indications about the future behavior of the cryptos. Is Bitcoin in a descending triangle? I don't think so. Since last week, actually, I said so, but now we have more technical evidence to support what I'm saying. So, shall we take a look at the charts, beginning with Bitcoin? Oops, my mistake. Here we go. See, a descending triangle would resemble something like that, right? The point, my friends, is that I think we had indeed a descending triangle when we were back here. Let me take these out for the moment and put it red because it's a resistance. When we were back in June, we did have three descending tops and three bottoms in the same level, and that I thought configured a descending triangle. But after that, the market broke the support of the descending, what I was calling a descending triangle, and well, it didn't go through. It provided us with a inverted head and shoulders formation. It provided us with a very nice bear trap. And that bear trap, I think, ended with the idea that we were having a descending triangle here. Okay, after that, the market went up, rallied up, and it wasn't able to break these resistance line, which is a very important resistance line now because it has, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots in the resistance line, in the line, right? And by the other hand, so I think we finished the triangle over here, right? So if we look at the triangle now, we see that we stopped having lower bottoms and we started to have higher bottoms, which I think, well, first here when we had this drift pattern, the market, the bears clearly failed in producing a new bottom, and that's bullish. That's definitely not bearish, right? Then as we've seen today, the market also failed in producing a new bottom and apparently is producing a higher bottom. We're now testing the resistance, which is already down here. I can get this line here. We're testing the resistance that is due to actually the neckline of these inverted head and shoulders here, two tops and another top and another bottom here in August, and the market is testing that right now. I think because we broke this, because we broke the first resistance here at 6,600, that we're probably going to be seeing the market break these resistance at 6,800 soon, very soon, and then we're heading to the test of the, as I said, very important resistance line. But resistance line that when broken, then I think the market is going to start. Well, what's going to happen, right? So for us to see what happens, we have to look back and see what the market has done until now, and that's why it's very important for us to be able to see the whole picture. And here's the whole picture, my friends. First, let me show you what I'm seeing, well, I actually did what I'm seeing. I'm seeing all these as a big drift pattern. And that exactly we can see much easier when we see the big picture. So that's the Bitcoin chart beginning in 2010 when trade started. And here we can see very clearly the Elliott pattern. Wave 1, and wave 1 was composed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, ABC wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 3. And then we had wave 4 here, in which we had the descending triangle. Many people want to compare this descending triangle with what we have in here, but I think we're having a downward channel here. It's very different from what we had in 2004. And in 2004, let me grab these here. Oh, not that. Sorry about that. Let me grab these guys here, copy that, and take out these wave B from here, and show you that, you know, it's different. What we're having today, it's different. It's definitely not a descending triangle. It fits much better in this downward channel. And if you think you're looking at a downward channel, then the market is drifting down, right? If you take a look in the monthly chart, you can easily see that, you know, this is just a correction, right? Just a correction. And one thing that I want to highlight to you guys also is the possibility for the market. Let's go back to the weekly chart and take a look in the possibility for the market to reach very soon $100,000. I remember that since February of 2017, I have this forecast that the market is probably going to $100,000, because I think wave 5, and see, let's reword that again, okay? Wave 1, 2, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, ABC wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, ABC wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 of wave 5, ABC wave 2 of wave 5. In 2017, we had wave 3 of wave 5, now wave 4, and we're ready to go to wave 5 of wave 5, which is that is charged with the most euphoria that a market can produce, right? So to know, because I don't have the slightest idea about when could the market reach $100,000. But when we're in doubt, we ask the markets, right? We ask the market. And if I grab this upward movement here that happened, that was actually wave 3 of wave 3. We had 3 of these waves, and you see that I'm picking the one that was least aggressive, right? Much less aggressive than wave 5 of wave 3, and even less aggressive than wave 5 of wave 1. If we grab that and put it nowadays, we see that we could easily reach 100,000 around December this year yet. Well, whether Bitcoin is reaching 100,000 or this year or next year, it doesn't really matter, right? The point is that there is 1,400% possibility. There is a chance that the market, that this asset could go as far up as given a 1,400% percentage variation, right? So I think it's a very good time for people to start thinking of buying again. Maybe one of you guys could tell Mr. Rubini and Mr. Paul Krugman that eventually they might be wrong about Bitcoin being a bubble, and they could eventually considering, they probably been stopped out of their short positions, and they might start considering going long in Bitcoin, right? Okay, let me just show you guys some of the assets that we've been recommending to buy, and these are right here in Enfoque Calls. Actually, we've recommended so far 6 coins, and they are Binance. I'm showing you the hourly chart, even though we look for our calls in the daily chart, right? So Binance we recommended right here. Here's the motive. The market was actually breaking these resistance line, and we thought that would be a very good indicator that it would also break these resistance line. It looks as if it's happening now. So we look at the possibilities in the daily chart, and then we move to the 60-minute, to the hourly chart, which we use to move the stop. So the original stop was here, and now the stop is below this button here of the 18th, right below 148,000 satoshis. We've also recommended BitShares today because it flagged up after breaking this resistance line, and the price has also produced a bear trap here. So we had a bear trap in a important support area, then a flag. Market is getting out of the flag, so we have this objective, which is 2,400 satoshis, and it's going well, apparently. We've also recommended Ethereum. Ethereum we recommended. It's been already almost 2 weeks, and it's paying well now. If we go to 60-minute to the hourly chart, we see that we were able to move the stop once over here. The market almost touched our stops 0.028 288, and the market reached the minimum of 0.030. Our stop was 0.028, so it almost kissed our stop. But we placed our stop below this low here and below this other low here, and below below these other lows here. So we gave the market. This is badly placed. It should be a little further down here. So the stop is below this low here, and we were lucky enough, or maybe we have experience enough to place the stop in the exact place, right? Because you should place the stop as high as you may, but the market can't reach your stop. The market can't touch your stop if it's going up, right? So after breaking what we call the palm, what's the palm? The palm is this segment here. The palm is the original distance from the price we bought until the first stop. If the market goes this distance against our position, we get stopped. And what happens if the market goes at our favor, the original distance of this stop? What happens is that we move our stop to a non-losing position. We move our stop to above the buy price, so we don't lose it anymore. So that's what we win. What we win is that we don't lose any more in this position. Theoretically, of course, because anything can happen. The market can eventually all of a sudden start trading down here, right? Open a big gap and start trading down here, then we would do it, but that's absolutely exceptional. We also recommended Monero today because we understand where the market is breaking these wedge or these symmetrical triangle, and we're projecting it to go until its next resistance level, which is 0.022. We've also recommended nano. Let me show you in the daily chart here. We've recommended nano when we thought it was breaking the upward flag, and it's taken a while to break what is becoming maybe a rectangle, especially if we see it in the hourly chart, right? So as the market reached the palm, we moved the stop to a non-losing position anymore. So we're quite comfortable now in nano. If it comes down, it will stop us and we'll get out more or less at home, as we say here in Brazil. I forget to tell you, as I always say, that I'm broadcasting from Brazil, São Paulo, Brazil. And what's Dash doing here? Dash, I don't know what's doing here because we have not recommended Dash. I think I just moved that. So that's it, my friends. If you seen the video, I thank you very much if you've seen the video until now. Please consider giving us a thumbs up and share with your friends in your social media. Help the channel. If you're considering opening an account to trade the cryptos quoted in Bitcoin, I would suggest you use the biggest exchange, which I think for being the biggest is making the biggest money, and for making the biggest money is probably investing the most in security and so on. So I recommend that you open your account in Binance. And if you're going to do so, please use the link below here in the description, because you'll be helping the channel. It doesn't change anything for you, and we're going to have a small share of the commissions that you're going to be paid. Thank you very much. See you next time.